Resident Evil is one of my favorite horror franchises of all time. Guys, I have absolutely loved Resident Evil since Resident Evil 5 really is when I really got into it, and it's really carried over to Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Village, just unbelievable title after unbelievable title. That being said, guys, a title I would really like to see a continuation of in the Resident Evil universe is Resident Evil Outbreak. I'd love to see a sequel to this. I know we got file number 2, but I would love to see a direct sequel to this, a Resident Evil Outbreak 2. And I want to go ahead and talk about this, guys. Could we possibly get a sequel to this at some point or another? Let's get into it. So guys, in an article coming to us from Joe Pring of We Got This Covered, while Resident Evil 3's upcoming remake will undoubtedly be demanding the lion's share of fans' attention right now, whispers of what the future will bring for the series are already beginning to circulate. We know, of course, that Capcom will eventually follow up, obviously Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, and that's definitely something that will be coming at some point or another. So with the weight of potentially several years still to go on that front, how exactly does Capcom expect to fill the void? Despite their popularity, Aesthetic Gamer says the company has no current plans for more remakes, though does claim that one is yet announced Resident Evil title is on course to be released next year. And obviously, guys, unfortunately, Aesthetic Gamer declines to divulge any further details beyond the ones that we're seeing. So all we can do right now is speculate, assuming remakes and direct sequels truly are off the table, though our best guess would either be a spin-off in the same vein as Umbrella Corps or an Outbreak reboot. The latter has a massive cult following among veteran fans of the series, many of which have been hoping to see a continuation for more than a decade. So let's talk about this, guys. I mean, obviously, with Resident Evil Village, unbelievable title overall. Resident Evil 7 was incredible as well. So where do they go from here? I mean, look, we've had remakes, we've had all those things. I think all of us want to see a direct continuation off of Village, which I'm sure is what we're going to be getting here. But I would also love to see, I mean, maybe even just a remake of Outbreak, I think would be really cool. Or even, yeah, a reboot of Outbreak would be really awesome as well. But a sequel to it, I think, would be really special. The thing about having a remake or a reboot or something of that nature would help, I think, bring in new fans into the Outbreak, that ecosystem essentially of Outbreak and what made it special for a lot of the older gamers who kind of grew up playing that game. Before being confirmed as the dedicated multiplayer component for Resident Evil 3 Remake last year, many had hoped Project Resistance was going to be exactly that, but alas, no dice. With any luck, though, Capcom will have taken note of the huge demand for Outbreak's return and finally greenlight a third entry. So obviously, guys, we're in 2022 and this has not been greenlit, or at least we have not had confirmation, or a leak has not come out that it's been greenlit at this point in time. Is it something that could happen? Absolutely. Is it something that may not happen? I mean, that's obviously a possibility as well, depending on which direction Capcom wants to go. However, what I will say, guys, is something I say all the time on this YouTube channel. We as the audience, we as the consumers, as the community of Resident Evil, we got to voice our opinion to the developers saying, hey, we want this game made in some way, shape, or form, whether it's a remake, reboot, or a direct continuation, that being in the form of Resident Evil Outbreak. I think it's definitely something that could happen in the future, guys, but I really believe that this is one of those titles that is going to need the community to come together to get it made, because I don't know if Capcom's really got it planned at this point in time. I think they more so are looking at, okay, what's next after Village, and then maybe along the journey they decide to bring back Umbrella Corps or something else. But it'd be really awesome to see Outbreak return in some way, shape, or form. But let me know, guys, what do you all think? Do you think that Resident Evil Outbreak is something that we could get in the future, or do you think it's something that's probably not going to happen for a long time? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And for more Resident Evil Outbreak 2 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.